But my point is that you have absolutely no reason to be embarrassed.
From socially awkward geniuses to lovable misfits, the cast of The Big Bang Theory became some of television's most iconic characters over 12 record-breaking seasons. But what happened to these beloved actors after the final curtain call? Some soared to new heights in Hollywood. Others stepped away from the spotlight entirely, while a few faced heartbreaking tragedies. This is the real-life journey of the stars behind Sheldon, Leonard, Penny, and the whole Pasadena gang. Where they came from, where they are now, and the surprising twist their lives took when the cameras stopped rolling. Asterisk, The Big Bang Theory wasn't just a sitcom. It was a cultural phenomenon that made nerdy cool. Premiering in 2007, the show followed a group of brilliant but socially awkward physicists and their beautiful neighbor, blending science humor with heartfelt friendships. It launched its cast into superstardom, earning numerous awards and becoming one of the most watched comedies in history. But behind the scenes, the actors' lives were just as dramatic as their characters' storylines. Some cast members like Jim Parsons, Sheldon, became household names and went on to produce hit spin-offs. Others like Kaylee Cuoco, Penny, reinvented themselves in dramatic new roles. A few supporting players quietly stepped away from Hollywood altogether. Tragically, some beloved contributors like Carol and Susie, the voice of Mrs. Wulowitz, left us too soon. In this deep dive, we'll explore where each main cast member is today, their career highs and lows, personal triumphs and struggles, and how playing these iconic roles changed their lives forever. From shocking career changes to heartbreaking personal losses, the real stories behind these actors might surprise even the biggest Big Bang Theory fans. So grab your favorite spot on the couch and a bowl of cereal. Let's unravel what happened to television's most beloved science nerds when the final episode wrapped. Which actor's journey will shock you the most? Keep watching to find out. And don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories from your favorite shows. Jim Parsons wasn't just the star of The Big Bang Theory. He became synonymous with the role of Sheldon Cooper, the brilliant, socially awkward physicist who redefined TV's idea of a nerd. When Parsons first stepped into Sheldon's signature graphic tees in 2007 at age 34, few could have predicted how his razor-sharp comedic timing and Emmy-winning performance would turn an eccentric character into a cultural icon. Before TBBT, Parsons was a theater-trained actor grinding through small TV roles, Garden State Judging Amy. But as Sheldon, his genius was undeniable. 4 Emmy wins, a Golden Globe, and pop culture immortality with catchphrases like Bazinga, and soft kitty, yet in 2019, at the height of fame, Parsons shocked fans by leaving $50 million on the table to walk away after season 12. Behind the scenes, Parsons was craving new challenges. He executive produced Young Sheldon, a gamble that paid off and took bold dramatic turns in films like The Boys in the Band. Off-screen, he quietly married art director Todd Spiewak in 2017 after 14 years together, becoming one of Hollywood's most low-key power couples. Now, 51, Parsons balances acting with LGBTQ plus advocacy and podcasting, starry love asterisk. Though he'll always be Sheldon to fans. His post-TBBT career proves there's more to him than a knock-knock joke. He's a producer, activist, and reminder that even TV's most typecast stars can rewrite their scripts. Before he was the lovably neurotic Leonard, Johnny Galecki was already a sitcom veteran from his years as David Healy on Roseanne. But it was his role as the long-suffering roommate and later husband to Sheldon that made him a household name. At 32, when the show began, Galecki brought a grounded warmth to Leonard's sarcastic wit, creating the perfect straight man to Parsons' eccentric genius. Behind the scenes, Galecki fought for Leonard's romantic arc with Penny, Kaylee Cuoco, convincing producers their will-they-won't-they chemistry deserved payoff. Off-screen, he dated co-star Cuoco briefly in 2007, a fact they joked about for years after remaining close friends. Post-TBBT*, Galecki returned to his Roseanne roots with the Connors. but faced tragedy in 2017 when his California ranch burned down in a wildfire, destroying memorabilia from his entire career. Now, 49, Gleki prioritizes privacy, raising his son with former partner Elena Meyer. Unlike his character, he's said to be intensely private, owning a farm where he rebuilds vintage motorcycles. His legacy? Proving nerdy guys could get the girl, both on-screen and off. From a moment she strutted on his screen as the bubbly, aspiring actress across the hall, Kaley Cuoco's Penny became the heart of the Big Bang Theory. At just 21 when cast, Cuoco brought an effortless charm that made Penny's evolution from hot neighbor to successful pharmaceutical rep feel authentic. Her chemistry with the nerdy ensemble, especially Galeki's Leonard, became the show's emotional core. While TBBT made her famous, Cuoco shattered her sitcom image post-show with The Flight Attendant, earning Golden Globe and Emmy nominations for her darkly comedic turn. Behind the scenes, her personal life drew tabloid attention. 2 divorces from tennis player Ryan Sweeting and equestrian Carl Cook, and a much-publicized Harley Quinn tattoo for her DC voice role. Now, 38. Cuoco runs her own production company, Yes, Norman Productions, and champions women-led projects. She once crashed a motorcycle during TBBT filming, but kept it secret for years, a testament to her toughness beneath that California girl smile. From Cheesecake Factory waitress to Hollywood power player, Cuoco proved Penny's ambition wasn't just acting. Simon Hellberg stole every scene as Howard Wulowitz, the aerospace engineer with a questionable fashion sense and an even more questionable relationship with his never-seen mother. At just 26 when cast, Hellberg turned what could have been a one-note Joe character into one of the show's most unexpectedly heartfelt arcs, from mama's boy to devoted husband and astronaut. Hellberg's background in improv, Upright Citizens Brigade, shone through Howard's rapid-fire jokes and physical comedy, whether he was pretending to be a robot or suffering in zero gravity. His real-life musical talents, he's a classically trained pianist, even wrote themselves into the show when Howard performed If I Didn't Have You for Bernadette. Off-screen, Hellberg avoided Hollywood drama, quietly married actress Jocelyn Town in 2007, and raised 2 children. Post-**TBBT**. He stunned critics with his transformative role as Cosme McMoon in Florence Foster Jenkins, 2016, proving his dramatic chops. More recently, he joined Melissa Rauch in NBC's Night Court revival. Now 43, Hellberg balances acting with composing music, a far cry from Howard's velour tracksuits, but with the same offbeat charm. When The Big Bang Theory premiered, Kunal Nair's Raj Kuthrapali had one defining quirk. He couldn't speak to women unless drunk. What began as a running gag evolved into one of the show's most nuanced character arcs, with Nair, then a 26-year-old unknown, turning Raj from a shy astrophysicist into a fan favorite. His comedic timing and expressive reactions, especially his trademark squeals, made Raj's romantic misadventures and friendship with Howard endlessly entertaining. Born in London and raised in New Delhi, Nair brought authenticity to Raj's immigrant experience while subverting stereotypes. Behind the scenes, he married former Miss India Neha Kapoor in 2011 in a lavish Delhi ceremony, though the intensely private couple rarely makes public appearances. Post-**TBBT**. Nair surprised fans by moving to London, starring in Criminal, UK, and publishing a witty memoir, **Yes, My Accent is Real**. Now 43. Nair focuses on philanthropy, supporting education in India, and voice acting, **Trolls** franchise. Though Raj never quite outgrew his awkwardness, Nair did, transitioning from a one-joke character to a multifaceted actor who proved nerds could be sexy, complicated, and unforgettable. Mayim Bialik didn't just play a neuroscientist on The Big Bang Theory. She actually is one. With a real-life PhD in neuroscience from UCLA, Bialik was the perfect choice to join the cast in Season 3 as Amy Farrah Fowler, Sheldon's socially awkward female counterpart. What began as a recurring role grew into a series regular position as Amy evolved from robotic researcher to Sheldon's loving, if equally eccentric wife. Bialik's portrayal earned her 4 Emmy nominations, but her time on the show wasn't without controversy. Her vocal support for attachment parenting and anti-vaccine views drew criticism, though she later clarified her stance. Off-screen, Bialik raised 2 sons as a single mother following her 2012 divorce, documenting her parenting journey in memoir Beyond the Sling. Post-**TBBT**. Bialik became a surprising game show fixture. First as a Jeopardy! Guest host during the 2021 search for Alex Trebek's replacement, then as the controversial co-host of the syndicated version. Though she left Jeopardy! In 2023, she continues to blend science and entertainment through her YouTube channel and podcast, Mayim Bialik's Breakdown. Now 48, Bialik remains television's most authentic nerd girl icon, a real-life scientist who became a sitcom star, then used that platform to make science accessible. From Blossom Child star to Big Bang breakout, her career proves brains and talent aren't mutually exclusive. When Melissa Rauch first appeared as Bernadette in Season 3, no one expected Howard's tiny, squeaky-voiced love interest would become one of the show's most formidable characters. At 28 years old, Rauch transformed Bernadette from a sweet microbiology PhD student into a hilariously terrifying force of nature. Equal parts nurturing wife and unexpectedly savage boss. Her signature high-pitched voice, inspired by a childhood friend, became iconic, especially when delivering Bernadette's most cutting one-liners. Rauch's real-life marriage to writer Winston Beigel mirrored Bernadette's storyline. They wed in 2007 and welcomed 2 children during TBBT's run. Behind the scenes, she championed body positivity, openly discussing her petite stature, 4 feet 11 inches, and turning Bernadette's height into comedic gold. After the series ended, Rauch surprised fans by reviving classic sitcom Night Court, 2023, as Judge Abby Stone, both starring in and executive producing the reboot. Now 43, Rauch balances acting with advocacy for infertility awareness, having undergone IVF treatments. From background player to scene-stealing star, she proved that in comedy, as in science, the smallest packages often contain the biggest surprises. As the perpetually unlucky comic book store owner Stuart Bloom, Kevin Susman became the Big Bang Theory's most hilariously tragic background player. Introduced in Season 2 as Howard's meek rival, Stuart slowly evolved into the gang's collective punching bag, losing his business, his health, and nearly every shred of dignity, yet always bouncing back with deadpan resilience. Susman, then 36, mined comedy from misery, making Stewart's awkwardness oddly endearing. Before TBBT, Susman was known as the sweet accountant Walter on Ugly Betty. Post-show, he leaned into his sad sack, typecasting with roles in The Dropout and Better Things, though he's joked about being Hollywood's goated depressed guy in interviews. Off-camera, Susman shuns the spotlight. He's never joined social media and rarely discusses his personal life, though fans know he's an avid photographer and New York Mets fan. Now, 53, Susman remains the quintessential that guy character actor. His legacy? Proving even the saddest comic book nerd could outlast a zombie apocalypse. Literally, Stewart survived the TBBT gang's paintball zombie game. For 8 seasons, Carol and Susie brought one of television's most unforgettable unseen characters to life simply through her voice. As Howard's overbearing mother, Debbie Wulowitz, Susie's brash New York accent and ear-shattering off-screen shouts, Howard, became a running joke that fans adored. Though never appearing on camera, her performance was so vivid that viewers could perfectly picture the domineering matriarch behind Howard's neuroses. Susie was already a seasoned character actress when she took the role at age 55, with credits spanning from Cheers to Seinfeld. Her improvised line readings, often reducing the cast to laughter, were legendary. The famous "You're Not My Son" rant was completely unscripted. Tragically, Susie passed away from cancer in 2014 at age 62, with the show honoring her in a moving Season 8 episode where Howard learns of his mother's sudden death. Posthumously, Susie's final role fittingly immortalized her voice as a talking tree in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Though Debbie Wulowitz never got a face, Susie gave her an unforgettable soul, proving sometimes the most powerful performances happen off-camera. When Stephen Hawking made his first cameo in The Big Bang Theory's Season 5 premiere, it marked a historic collision of scientific brilliance and pop culture. The world-renowned physicist, then 70, didn't just play himself. He became Sheldon Cooper's ultimate intellectual foil and occasional tormentor, delivering deadpan zingers through his iconic speech synthesizer. His 6 appearances included priceless moments like beating Sheldon at poker and mocking his rock-paper-scissors lizard spot game. Hawking's participation was groundbreaking. The ALS survivor who revolutionized black hole theory was now trading quips about comic books on primetime TV. Behind the scenes, he reportedly adored the show's scientific humor after rigorous fact-checking by his team. His final cameo in 2017, where he posthumously appeared in the series finale via archival footage, served as the perfect tribute when Hawking passed in 2018 at age 76. Beyond the laughs, Hawking's presence lent the show authentic genius cred. His ability to laugh at himself, whether getting punked by Will Wheaton or judging Sheldon's terrible karaoke, made him television's unlikeliest sitcom star. 12 seasons, 279 episodes, countless bazingas. The Big Bang Theory didn't just dominate television for over a decade. It reshaped how pop culture celebrates science, friendship, and the beautiful awkwardness of being human. As we've seen, the cast's real-life journeys mirrored their characters' growth in unexpected ways. Jim Parsons walked away from $50 million to avoid being typecast forever, only to build an empire producing young Sheldon. Kaylee Cuoco transformed from sitcom sweetheart to Emmy-nominated dramatic actress. Kunal Nair moved across the world, while Simon Hellberg traded astronaut jokes for Chopin concertos. Behind the laughter, there were real struggles. Carol and Susie's tragic passing, Johnny Galeki's wildfire survival, Mayim Bialik's career controversies. The show's legacy lives on through spin-offs, conventions, and millions of rerun viewers. But perhaps its greatest gift was proving that nerd culture wasn't niche, it was universal. Where else could a theoretical physicist cameo, R.I.P. Stephen Hawking, get bigger laughs than a traditional sitcom punchline? As Leonard once told Sheldon, asterisk, you're not crazy. You're just not like everybody else. Asterisk that became TBBT's secret formula, celebrating the oddballs who changed the world. 12 years later, we're still grateful they shared their Big Bang with us. Which actor's journey surprised you most? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite shows.